world of humans. It has been quite some time since my last visit. You there, quivering mortal. Are you the reason for my being here? You are. I assume you performed the summoning ritual required to accomplish this task. I see. I must admit your attempts at performing a summoning ritual leaves much to be desired. It's a marvel that this poor excuse of a ritual still worked, or did you not invite the ire of something far worse than I into your world? No. Tell me, feeble mortal, what service would you ask of me? What was that? Uh, Repeat that one more time to ensure I heard you correctly. You want me to bully you? Of all the strange and bizarre requests that I have received from humans for over decades, this may just have to be the most prominent one. I assume this must be some sort of a fetish of sorts. Yes, I guessed as much. Despite seeing me in this form, that is the first thing you ask of me? You humans still remain the most peculiar beings. Very well. Given that I am bound to this infernal black magic, I will abide by your request. How harshly would you like my wrath to be visited upon you, human? You want me to treat you like scum? Well then, it is an oddity that scum has somehow managed to learn how to talk. It will be an understatement to say that one such as you may just be the most insignificant whelp I have encountered. Must you really breathe so heavily in my presence? Of course, it was foolish of me to think you had any sort of sense whatsoever. I could guess that much by the fact that you still have yet to offer me anything in terms of a drink or nourishment. So now you're suddenly ready to comply. Make yourself useful and stop wasting both of our time, idiot. What do I want? Is it really so hard for you to figure it out? It's not like I am picky or anything. Just get something edible and bring it to me. Finally. Put some more hustle in your step next time, or I may just end up starving to death in this dang heap of a place. Ugh, what in all oblivion is this? You actually devour this for sustenance. How vile and utterly insulting. I couldn't be bothered to even try to eat this. Take it back and throw it where it belongs. Are you truly getting some form of enjoyment? Are you truly getting some form of enjoyment out of this? I see. You like it when a thick demon girl like myself talks down to you. That was a rhetorical question, you ignorant nothing. you're going to continue doing nothing useful or worthwhile. Then I suggest you attend to me immediately. Why, you ask? If you must know, my line of work can be quite taxing even for me. Very seldom have I ever known the feeling of being pampered, so use those putrid hands of yours to massage me. Obviously, you will do as told only after you have thoroughly cleaned them first. I shudder to imagine what you touch on your daily basis. Could you be any slower? I'll have known the feeling of death in my mortal life before you finish. Good. Now, do as you're told and service me. You're not to stop until I give the word. So, do not give me any warning about wanting to stop. Is that seriously the best you can do? I knew you were weak, but this is just pathetic. I should think the whole point of a massage is to make someone feel relaxed and comfortable, right? Right now, I feel like I'm being fondled by an up-jumped zealot claiming to be my most devoted follower. At this point, I will much rather welcome that than this peaceful performance. Surely, you have more strength than did in those twinks you call arms. Right. You do not. How very human of you. Tell me, human, what were your expectations when you summoned me here? Did you truly think to be blessed with one such as I, belittling you like you are less than nothing? You were hoping for it? Then I dare not question it further. It is pointless to think any sense can be made out of this situation. Why has the Overlord forsaken me to ensure these cruel fates, being forever surrounded by uselessness such as you? Nothing has no wrath. Oh, don't you understand? I've just stated my words in my demonic language, that you're such a pitiful thing, useless, characterized by nothingness. Just forget it. You're already proven well enough that you want to be of any use to me. You're truly enjoying all of this. I wish I could say the same. I do not believe I give you permission to talk either, however. Know your place, scum. I will not repeat myself unless you plan to ensure even more of my wrath in the future. Now then, this time I will allow you to speak with that horrid voice of yours. I must ask you, do you plan to summon me once more in the future? You do. Oh, how fortunate it must be for me that I get to waste even more of my precious time in your presence. I can only assume that your demands will remain the same as well. Is that correct? They will, as they should. At the very last, I can find some semblance of enjoyment out of the fact that I will finally be able to relax for a change. Even if I must pay the price of being in the same vicinity as you. Well. What? You look forward to the next time we meet? I would not be so anxious if I were you. Well, knowing that I have the questionable honor of coming back to this sad excuse of a home, it seems I will need to waste time in making you more useful than you were. You have this forehead. I did not start. Well, use those disgraceful ears, so I do not need to repeat myself any further. When next we see each other, I will be putting you through many tests to ensure your usefulness starts to exist. Maybe then I will actually be able to enjoy myself. Though, I still hold many doubts. Now then, enough talk. I don't recall saying you could be done. You still have so much to do on this night, and my demands have only just begun. Just remember that. You genuinely wanted all of this. We shall soon see how much you will enjoy this, little human. You think you will enjoy every second of it? Arara. I sincerely doubt that.